Hello and welcome to Interactive Distractions, episode number 521. My name is Christopher Riccio, and I'm here with Geoff 20
What up, everyone?
and Jason H. Stryker.
Oh, that's me. Hi.
Hey, welcome back, Jason. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
You enjoy your day off last week?
Yes. Finally took some PTO. Jesus Christ.
PTO,
I know.
Working
We're
to the
slave
bone.
drivers in here.
Yeah,
We're
we
slave
actually
drivers.
Right.
pay double time when people take the day off, so it's you
Yeah.
got double what you usually get.
Haha. Yeah.
That's right.
Rolling in it.
How was your past
That
couple
is
weeks,
zero.
man? You doing okay?
It's been pretty good. We went to a play last night that my son had a speaking role in, which was pretty cool. Like, yeah, it was like his first like big play that he's been part of, and he was FDR and Annie. So that was cool. He was very happy about that. So the singing and the dancing, he didn't have to dance because he was in a wheelchair, but
yeah,
when he played his other parts, then he'd have to dance and stuff.
So I have a quick addition to that story.
Yeah.
Not this past year, but the year before, when my son was in 8th grade, they did Annie at the school, and
nice.
Link got cast as FDR, and
nice,
and did not do it because he was upset that the part was so small. And I'm like, dude, that's not what it's about. It's about just, acting is about taking what you can get to start out with and then learning the craft. And, he wants to be an expert at everything like right away. And
gotcha, yeah.
I don't know if that has to do with his autism or but like if he starts something and he's not good at it right away, like he immediately was like, no, I don't want to do this. I suck at it. I'm like, dude, tough. You got to practice, man. It's hard.
Yep.
But yeah, I do think it's funny that both of our sons ended up getting cast for the same thing.
Yeah, that is funny. Other than that, I don't know, just chilling at home, just chilling with Griffin and stuff. So it's summer vacation right now. So he's been having extended YouTube vacation time, I guess. I don't know. He gets it for 2 hours as opposed to just 1 hour a day now. So it's slowly leaving his bloodstream, I think, and the shakes are pretty much under control. He's not violently throwing up anymore. So yeah, I think that he's going to get through this. We're going to get through it together as a family.
The withdrawal is hard.
It's tough, man. That's the worst part. They never tell you that when you start watching PewDiePie.
YouTubes.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Jeff, what's up with you?
Not much, man. It's usually a long weekend this weekend for Canada. It's usually Canada Day is July 1st. And usually that falls on the weekend or a Friday or a Monday, we get a long weekend. But this year it falls on a Tuesday. So we get Tuesday off.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't get an extended weekend? Oh, man.
No.
Jesus, what's going on up there?
Extended jack shit. That's all.
Yeah, it's they do the same. Like it's the same with July 4th, depending on when it lands, right? So my company is unusual because manufacturing they shut down for the week, the manufacturing side of things. But I'm in IT and we don't, right? So this time July 4th falls on a Friday, so it's a 3-day weekend. And my company, if it lands on a Thursday, will also give you the Friday off. So it's weird that. But any other day, like if it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday, it's a broken week. So I don't know how they do it. Like maybe it has to do with whether or not there's an election day or I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, the broken weeks are unusual.
Yeah, they suck. It's like go back to work for one day and then you're off the next and then back to work again. So whatever, that is what it is. I'll still enjoy the 1 day off.
Day off, yeah, absolutely.
Probably gonna visit my parents and stuff.
Play some games.
No, we're going up to my parents' place probably for like a lunch type thing. They live like an hour away, so won't be much gaming probably unless it's like in the morning, maybe in the evening. That's about it, man. Nothing as much is happening this weekend. It's just been chill. This week has been whatever. Nothing stands out. So, Chris, do you have anything fun to talk about? Pre-distractions?
Not much stands out for me either. I'm not going to go into work. Work is work. The Annie thing. My daughter in the same play played the dog.
Sandy, yeah.
Sandy, she played the dog. But what was interesting is like all she had to do was bark, and her social anxiety was so bad that she couldn't even do that. So what she ended up doing, and it made the entire audience laugh, is she made like a motion with her head just like she was barking, and there was someone off stage that barked for her.
Perfect.
Nice.
But yeah, that's just to finish that story off. Other than that, like speaking of dogs, like the new pup is in training right now. And it's weird.
What level is it?
It's just the basic, the first one.
Level 1. Okay.
Yeah, level 1. But
what powers does it get at level 1?
Sit,
when does it
down,
get double jump?
stay. It doesn't get double jump. It gets it gets stop jumping. That's what it gets.
Stop jumping.
Down,
so it goes negative.
Stop jumping.
Leave it.
Leave it. Yeah. Leave it. Take
power
it.
to leave it.
Leave it. Take it and drop it.
Shut up.
But it's weird because
brother, that type of thing.
My kid's emotional support dog needs an emotional support dog. So like we ended up bringing Flash to training with us. So the instructor was okay with it because he's already been trained. And she said, as long as there's one person per dog, I don't care. So we brought Flash in, and that made a big difference because I had to be with Flash. So it kind of forced my daughter to be with Moselle.
Okay.
And Moselle ended up Moselle and Ash did a great job together. So they were that actually kind of sparked everything. So the running joke now is that Moselle listens to my daughter more than she listens to me, which is perfect.
Good.
That's what I want.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, just games.
Yeah.
So
nice.
There's a big game that came out this week, so I think we should talk about that. Geoff?
Mario Kart didn't come out this week.
Which one?
I said a big game, Jason.
What did Jason say?
Mario. I said Mario Kart didn't come out this week. It came out.
But it got nerfed. That's shit.
Oh, are you talking about the random stage thing?
Yeah.
I hate that, dude. Because they need to make a separation of the two modes. Because I don't know why Nintendo is forcing that towards people. It's totally made me not want to play the game anymore.
They know better than you, Jeff. They know better than you.
I know.
It doesn't matter what the player wants. They know better than you.
It's the Nintendo way or the highway,
or
the highway,
or the sued way, or the lawsuit way. I don't. Yeah,
lawsuit way. That sounds familiar. Might as well mention it just in case people don't know what we're talking about. Because we've talked about Mario Kart. Well, we're gonna put Death Stranding on a delay for a second here. Then it'll be
so we can vent.
Hey. So the way it's set up now, like when you do a Grand Prix online, or even with your friends, it shows three random tracks that it lets you select, and then everyone kind of votes on it. And if one of those tracks gets selected, it does the whole new thing in Mario Kart World where you'll do one lap of that race, then you do the next part of the race is you're driving to the next thing, then you do one lap of that, then you drive to the next one, do one lap of that. People don't really like that. They want to do 3 laps of a course, like classic Mario Kart. So the way to get around that is if everybody picks random, any of the random matches that are selected instead of the 1 or the 3 that the Nintendo gives you, you do the old way. It's 3 laps of whatever course the random lands on. And that's also when you do your own crate rooms and stuff like that when you're playing with your friends. If you just don't select that, you hit the start button and select any other random map, it does the same thing. Well, now Nintendo got onto this, and now whenever you pick random, it pretty much selects one of those 3 maps that it gives you. So it basically
Nintendo found out that people were having fun, and
it's
just such a stupid change to make. It's such a dumb change to make. I don't get it.
Yeah.
They should just.
I get that they're all proud of their forward tracks, but I'm not that big of a fan.
The least they could do.
I really like the new tracks an awful lot.
Yes,
like the regular tracks.
Tracks are nice, and like the path to get to the new tracks is not nearly as interesting, right?
You're going in a straight line, pretty much.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
The knockout thing is kind of fun, I guess, but yeah,
kind of over that too.
Yeah.
it's just it's all luck in that. It's like it's just
hectic, and
yeah.
it's fun. It's fun when you're playing with people that you know, I guess.
Yes, yeah, that's fun. I wish you could do matchmaking with that though. I wish you could party up with that, then do it. Then that would be pretty cool, but you can't. It's either you play with your friends with bots or you play with randoms.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but anyway, that's the Mario Kart update. I guess that could have been in news too, but there you go. News is early.
The least they could do is like give the option to do one or the other.
Yeah, split them up or whatever. Yeah,
I think they're afraid to do that because no one will play it the way they want.
That's exactly what they're afraid of. Yeah. Anyway, so Death Stranding came out. That's a pretty highly anticipated game.
I've heard of this game.
Packages and pizzas. Yeah, just something beautiful. Yeah, I couldn't have cared less if it was like last year when this came out. But after playing the first one, this is gonna be hard to discuss because without discussing spoilers of the first one, I can't really get into story-related stuff. So it's gonna kind of rely on what Chris has to ask or questions based because he's playing this first one. I will say, off the get-go, it is more Death Stranding so far. I'm about 5 hours in. I'm still in the tutorial area, so to speak. You start off in like Mexico, and it kind of teaches you how to do all the deliverings. You get vehicles earlier now in this one, and you get weapons, and there's combat earlier now. It's pretty much the first like couple hours. When the first game, it takes much longer. So that's kind of cool. So I'm still in that area first before I go into like the main meat of the game. And the only other thing I've really noticed that is different is a lot of quality of life type stuff.
Okay. Like what? You have any examples?
See, I can't even. An example I have for you, I don't even know if you've gotten there in the story. Are you able to make time fall shelters yet?
Am I able to make? Oh, I can't make any shelters yet. No. So one of the things that you told me about when I first started playing is that things start to open up after the boat mission. So I did that today. So I did that, and then there's so you cross over to Lake Town or Lake City, Lake Knot City. Everything is a knot, right? And so after that, there's like the 3 individual shelters that you go to, and I'm in that process right now, and I am running into several frustrations with this game. I'll be honest with you. The only thing really keeping me playing right now is the story. Like this is not the kind of game that I would play for the gameplay, me personally. That doesn't mean it's not for everyone, right? Or it's not for someone. It's just not for me. And honestly, probably the biggest problem I have is that I am a stickler for efficiency, and you can't be efficient in this game. It doesn't work because you have a limited amount that you can carry, and then even with the weight, it all depends on like how many items you have. And it drives me nuts that an item that is 1 kilogram is in the same size box as an item that is 5 kilograms. And then an item that is 5 kilograms can be either in the small box or the medium box. And it just doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of, I don't even know what the word is. It feels kind of random the way they decide to do it. And
it's not like it's intentional.
Oh no, that's what I mean. It's like,
Kojima said that his game was not, or it was too good. It was too efficient. And
so he lowered the efficiency levels.
Exactly.
He wants to piss people off.
Man, it's really hard for me to just walk away from a mission because I'm like, I'm not going anywhere near that place, right? And it takes so long to get from one place to the other that because I don't really have vehicles yet. Like I had the first trike that you get, and that lasted me all of like 2 missions, and then it was gone. And now I don't. I've seen a truck on the map, but I never got to it. And something like right now, I'm in a position where, I mentioned that I got to Lake Knot City, and there's the 3 shelters that you have to go to, like Engineer and Elder, and there's one other one I can't remember, like Craftsman or something. So the 3 of them, and there was one mission for each of them. So I got all of the stuff I needed for all of them, and then I did I did Engineer and Craftsman, and when I got to Elder, I didn't have anything for him, and I was like, wait, what happened? Like I had something for him. So now I'm a little bit confused on whether I misread something or whether I didn't pick up a mission and I have to go all the way back to Lake Knot City to get it.
You might have to do that.
Yeah, and it's just so
that
yeah.
happened to me too. So that's still kind of an issue. Is if I thought I picked up a mission and I went to where I needed to turn it in, and then it was like I didn't have what I was like. What the fuck? And like, oh my god, I don't. And I went back. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, but like for outside of the whole efficiency battle that I'm having with myself, which is really difficult, I do enjoy the intensity.
Well, let me comment on the efficiency stuff first.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So we can go stick on that. So even in Death Stranding 1, the efficiency does improve because I think that was Kojima's thing. It's like you got to go through not the heartache, but the aches and pains of you basically sucking at the beginning and having these like speed bumps, kind of like literally, to get to where you need to go. But you keep getting stuff that makes your efficiency go up.
Yes.
So you get to a point where you're like, now this feels awesome, and that makes that whole part worth it. But the problem is, it's a very long stretch of that game where it doesn't give you any type of efficient like ways to I don't know, to do things quicker than the game seems to introduce you to. Like you get suits that you run faster, you can carry a lot more stuff, you can get all that kind of stuff, the vehicles,
and you level up different qualities, right? And you have
you do.
But like so do you still have the star and you're leveling up the things with the star?
Have the star thing. Okay. Yeah. And you do get to build more stuff quicker, like some of the, like I said, you can build timefall shelters now pretty much out of the gate. And timefall shelters are when you rain, it can damage a cargo that you're taking. And in the first game, you have the repair spray, which honestly I barely used in the first one because it was so annoying to use. You had to put down the shit,
unload everything, and spray it. Right.
So now you can spray it while it's on your back. He just reaches back and sprays it. And a timefall shelter now repairs all of your cargo. So when you're standing under it, you don't just sit there and wait for the storm to pass, whatever. It actually repairs all your cargo and everything. So now people are putting up timefall shelters close to facilities where you're delivering stuff. So you really don't have to worry about that too much now, which I love. It's such a
nice the condition of the container never was a problem, right?
It is in the second one.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, no, the container. No, the container is because your container goes down, but so does the damage of the stuff inside will also go down. But it will not. The container. Once the container's done, it goes down like much quicker and can like be damaged for good. But it does still damage the stuff inside.
Okay, I might have to go back and look at it again because I think I might have misunderstood the way that works because I thought that things that had containers, if the container goes to 0%, the rain doesn't start damaging the inside, but it makes what's inside significantly more fragile. So if you and maybe I'm just maybe I misread it.
It could be just because it's 2's fresh and 2 definitely can be more damaged with the rain. Maybe 1 wasn't like that. I mean,
you still have, like the rain still damaged everything else, like any equipment that you brought, like ladders or what are they? The PCC builds, the printers, all that stuff can be immediately damaged and so. Well,
and
I
this
mean,
definitely
that's good.
Hurts you when you get you need to repair the stuff because to get your like S rank on deliveries and stuff like that. So, but they made it a lot easier to keep your stuff, keep the upkeep pretty easy and keep everything in good condition. And like I said, you can make those trike things almost pretty much from the beginning, and a bunch of weapons.
Because I still can't make those. I'm not sure how far into the game I am, but I can't make those. I can't make.
You're still relatively early.
I can't. I see like signs all over the place. I don't even know how to make the signs.
Yeah, they're in the menu somewhere. I barely used the signs when I was playing. I used everyone else's signs. I didn't put that many down because I just want to kind of get through it. So it's like I'm not putting those down.
And I'll be honest with you, Geoff, like that's one of the things that I've ended up doing. Like I'm not really like they have like missions for Sam, right? Deliveries for Sam. And then they also have like standard deliveries that you can pick up. Unless the standard deliveries are going someplace that I am going as a part of a story mission, I'm not picking them up. Like I don't even bother. It's just it's back to that efficiency thing. I just had to put that out of my head. It's like I'm obviously I'm not doing a lot of side quests in this game because it doesn't work that way.
I didn't do that many either. I'm doing them in this one because there are good rewards for doing them now. So like each people that do give you the orders, you do get pretty good rewards each time you level them up a star. So I have been doing them more, at least in Mexico anywhere. And now you can accept the orders just while you're out on a mission. So
that's cool.
They'll text you and you can pick up the text like, hey, if you're out or whatever, can you grab this? So I'm not sure if it's because of the tutorial area, but a lot of the areas I've been in happen to have stuff I can just grab while I'm kind of going to where I'm going. So it hasn't been too bad there. I don't know how that is after that though. Because again, this is kind of tutorial area.
Yeah, you're still pretty early. So the stars, right? The star that you level up all the sections. Like, I don't know if this is normal, but I'm at like level, I don't know, 80 something right now. But like more than half of that, or well, I won't say more than half. I think like 30 something of that is miscellaneous. And essentially every time you get 10 levels of miscellaneous, it says, now you'll get more likes, right? And that's it. Whereas if you level up, what did I just hit 10 on? Like delivery condition or cargo condition. They were like, now you won't lose your balance as easily. I'm like, well, that's super fucking useful. Do you get to keep that or do you have to re-get all that shit?
Like for 2?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't carry over. They Metroid the fuck out of you.
God damn it. Like that's honestly
the trade-off is they give you a lot of the stuff you don't get till the mid game in 1 at the beginning of 2.
Okay, and that's good. Like having like right now I've got like one of the power skeletons, like what are the exoskeletons, the legs, and that's super helpful because I feel like I'm moving faster. Like I don't wobble as easily. I can carry a lot more. Like I think he's up to like 280 something kilograms. But there's also the issue of having a battery, and you have to make sure that you're not boosting a lot because it uses the battery so quickly. So it's like I'm enjoying when I'm going from like story mission to story mission, I'm enjoying that part of it. But it kills me to not be able to do a lot of the side stuff. Or like if I'm walking around the world and I see a missing like undelivered cargo, not being able to pick it up and bring it back to where it needs to go because it's just too far away or something like that. But
grab it and throw it in one of the stashes.
Throw it in the stash.
But you
don't get as many likes. You don't get as many
you
likes.
still get something better than leaving it there.
Have you ever watched Orville?
No.
Jason, have you watched Orville?
This sounds familiar. Yeah,
it's like Seth MacFarlane's Star Trek joint.
Oh,
it's
no,
like
have not.
Yeah. So Seth MacFarlane, if for those that don't know, Seth MacFarlane, the dude that made Family Guy and a bunch of other stuff, he loves Star Trek. He fucking loves it. And he made a series called The Orville, and it is a comedy take on Star Trek, but it is still a very, very good Star Trek type show. Well, they have an episode on there where they travel to a planet where everything that happens on the planet is based on like social media likes. Like people walk around with a badge on their chest, and if someone does something they don't like, they push down, they like downvote them on their name tag.
Black Mirror did something like that too.
Fucking crazy.
Familiar, yeah.
But that's what this feels like. It's like I'm aiming for likes. I'm trying to get as many likes as I can, right? So it's
you and me both, brother.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's cool to see it happen. Like they don't seem to mean as much as in that one. And this one I don't even know.
It doesn't seem like it.
It's weird because like right now there isn't like an actual gameplay. Like I've said this like ad nauseum since we've like done this. I don't think Kojima games have great gameplay in general. I think his combat and his gameplay is just clunky usually in almost all of his games, and it's no different here. In terms of the actual moving around and combat and stuff, I still think there's more button presses that you have to do than that needs to be done, especially if you're doing stealth, like having to change weapons. You still have to pull up a radial, and then you have to cycle through your weapons and stuff like that. And if you just have a couple weapons on you, I wish there was just a button just to cycle through them without having to go into the menu. It'd be helpful. But having to hit like 2 or 3 buttons to stealth take down somebody is kind of annoying.
But is there a stealth takedown in 2?
Yeah, and 1. You can take people down stealthily in the first one too.
I haven't seen that.
You got to use the strand. I don't even know if it teaches you that in the first one. I can't remember, but you got to use the rope that you always have. Like you always have it on you, and you can sneak up behind somebody, and you hold down I guess it's left trigger. That'll kind of set it. Then you tap the right trigger, I believe, to kind of choke them out. And then, but if you also hold your breath, which is holding down the right R1, and you're holding down whatever the left trigger, then you hit circle. That'll do like a quick takedown thing, whatever. Which the only difference there is they don't hear you as much.
Okay.
So
yeah,
still
I've
you're
just
holding 3 buttons.
I just go up to them and hit them. So
yep, that works.
Go ahead, Jason.
This is called Stranding.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Is this why it's called Death Stranding?
No, there's an event called the Death Stranding.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know what it is yet. I'm not there yet, but that's kind of the thing. It's like
this is like a late title card type thing, and I'm like, wow, he said the name of the thing. He did the name of the thing.
This is very, very Kojima. Like I am still completely fucking lost as to what's going on in the story.
Yeah,
and that's what's keeping me going because I want to know like what's going on. But yeah, I haven't been using that. I've been like for the first couple of times I found the thugs. I can't remember what they're called. But essentially the bandits. I just hit them. And then I got a maser gun, and the maser gun is great. Like I love that thing. And then I just got the one that does the I forgot what it's called, but it has like the what are they called? It's like like
the bolo thing.
The bolo, yes, the bolo gun. So I've got the bolo gun now too. So
that's cool.
But that's the thing. It's like I don't mind the combat of it. I don't mind like especially when you're in BT areas. Like there's something intense about moving through the BT areas. And especially now that I have something that can take the BTs out, like it's very interesting. Yes, it's very interesting how it all works, and I dig that part of it. Like for me, it's just like the amount of travel, and then not being able to carry everything because you're going to tip over and that kind of thing. That's hard for me to get through.
Yep, it is. You got to kind of balance it out. You got to pick and choose what you want to bring with you. But some of the stuff like batteries and stuff, you don't have to worry because you're going to hit like people put up so many of those. Like batteries is not really an issue. Like it's once you get everybody on the network, you play, it becomes much easier to play, and that becomes stuff at the back of your mind now, not at the forefront of your mind, because you're like, I don't really have to worry about that stuff now. Is it a situation
where once you get to the West Coast, everything kind of gets easier? Like, do I have to get to the West Coast first?
It's when it opens up to like. Basically, like, are you seeing roads and stuff like that now, or no?
Not a lot of roads. I think I've seen like one. But no, I've seen like things that I don't remember what they're called, but it sounds like they are there to build the roads. But I haven't actually seen any of the roads yet.
Let's say once you open up the zip lines is when it starts to become pretty. The traversal becomes a lot easier. That
sounds like fun. Yeah, the zip lines sound like fun.
Yeah, it still never becomes like super easy, but it becomes a lot easier. I guess it depends. I don't know. It's one of those things where like I was in the exact same boat as you until it like just clicked one day, and then I was like, oh, okay. And so far 2 is more of the same. I don't think it's going to change anyone's mind, at least not yet. But it does get you into combat quicker. Both of BTs and like bandits. So that was so lacking in the first one for so long. I think a lot of people are just like, this is like a walking simulator, which, I mean, you're doing a lot of walking.
I mean, it is, yeah.
Especially in the first one. Yeah, that's the main mechanic. But there is a lot of combat too. And they do a really cool thing in this one. You can, if you're going to get into combat, whether you're planning to or not, you can take off your entire backpack and lay it on the ground. So you can go do your combat stuff and then come back and pick everything back up. That is
nice.
Awesome.
Can you leave it under a timefall shelter
leave it
or something
wherever
like
you
that?
want to. Yep.
Nice.
If you leave it in a timefall shelter, it'll stay like all repaired and stuff like that. So, like,
and for those that haven't played
really
it, cool. Timefall is just rain. And
it's rain. Yeah.
And in this game, like the rain, like it basically makes you old.
It ages you really fast.
It ages you very quickly. So, that's what I'm saying. Like the game itself, like the world, and how, like, I want to know how the fuck did we get here? Like that's what my drive is right now for this game. And like the story is extremely compelling for me. It's very, very interesting about what's going on, and I want to know more about it. And I had my first boss fight, which was really fucking cool too. So
nice. Yeah, you fight a boss really early in 2. Yeah.
Do you? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, they do a lot of stuff. They definitely onboard players a lot better and quicker. There's nothing else that really stands out that I can really mention now.
Because it's all story based.
If I say certain characters and stuff like that, it would be a spoiler if people haven't played the first one, because it's like who is alive, who's not alive, that type of thing. I don't want to mention any of that, like who's still around kind of thing. So, I've just been making deliveries here in Mexico, adding them to the network. I've been connecting Mexico to the network. That's what I've been doing.
Okay. So that's
it still looks
the gist
awesome.
of that one.
It looks great. That engine, man, I think it's
the game is gorgeous, man. It's something. Yeah, they did a really good job with that. I'm playing on performance mode as well. I saw you post that on Twitter, like a couple of screenshots, and said that you were playing on regular PS5 with performance mode on.
Performance mode, yeah.
The game still looks great, man. Still looks great.
Yeah, it's a great engine,
looks great, runs great. It's
nice.
Yep. What else have I been playing? There'll definitely be more Death Stranding 2 next week, because then I'll have a tear into that game a lot more. I have been playing Street Fighter 6. I picked up on the Switch too.
Oh, the Switch.
Yes, it's totally like got me rejuvenated back into Street Fighter 6, because that
nice. Okay,
it's a really good port. I like that port a lot. It runs very well. It looks good. So much so that I was like, I'm gonna get a stick for the Switch. So I did get.
Oh man,
there are not a lot of options out there for Switch sticks right now. Yeah,
there are not.
Have already owned one, like one of the the Hori sticks.
Hori 6,
or you can pick up what you got, and that's the 8BitDo stick.
Yes, which I like. It's smaller. It's wireless, which were two things I was really going for. Something I can just put under the coffee table, because right now my issue is, if I want to play fighting games, I almost have to like plan it. It's like I got to be like, all right, I want to play fighting games now for like an hour or 2 hours. Go get my stick, unravel it, plug it in, and then I feel like if I'm only going to play a game for like 20 minutes, half an hour, it's not worth doing that. So I'm like, I just want something I can just grab real quick. So I ordered one of those, and I got it, and it's nice. I like the form factor. It's wireless when I got it working, because I couldn't get it working for the longest time, because I was like, okay. Yeah. So I was trying to sync it up with the Switch. Wasn't working. I put in the Discord, what the hell's going on? Then I realized, there's a dongle. I didn't realize there's a dongle, and there's a little compartment in the actual stick that has the dongle. I'm like, okay, I'm an idiot. It's going to work now. I'll try it later. Today, tried it, plugged it in. Still wasn't working. Wasn't syncing up. Like, what the hell's going on? So I go online first.
The Jason guy lied to me. God damn it.
I was like, okay, something's happening here. So I go online, and it's like, you got to update the USB dongle thing. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. So I go ahead and try to do that. It's not working. It's not updating anything. It's not giving me. I'm like, let's watch the video again. Like, I'm following this step by step. It's not doing shit. So then I was like, okay, wait a second. So I'm looking at the USB dongle I have. Every single video I watch says they have the USB 8BitDo USB 2 dongle. And I'm like, well, mine doesn't have a 2 on it. So maybe I have the first one. So I was like, okay. So I selected the first one. Still nothing. It's not updating anything. So I'm like, okay, what the hell? So I'm like, go on to Reddit, whatever. everyone keeps saying this. You got to update the USB. Here's the steps, and it's all the steps I've already done. So I'm finally like, fuck it. I'm like, maybe I got to update the actual arcade stick. So I went, let's try that. So I plugged in the arcade stick, followed the instructions, whatever. I'm like, then it worked. And then it updated something. Like, oh, it updated something. Then I took it over to the Switch, and everything worked fine. And I was like, oh, thank God.
Cool.
All's right in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that took me a few hours.
How do you like the looks of it? I think you said
I don't
at
like
one
the
point,
color.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the color scheme on it. And it's kind of like I do like the overall look. It looks better in person, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it's kind of like, it's not even like a white color. It's almost like
it's
a beige color.
Yep.
Yeah, which I'm not a fan of, to be honest. And the one that they released for like the Xbox one that works on Xbox and PC,
that one's
nice.
Yeah.
It's like black and it's got nice highlights on it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But then again, how often am I looking down on it? I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. And I can mod it. You said they're pretty easy to mod, right? If you needed to.
Super easy to put new buttons in. The stick is pretty easy. Like it'll fit in there just fine. It's just like there's a wire that you got to get that's separate, I think. Yeah. But that's it. That's like I got 5 of them for like $1 or something like that. Like it was super easy and cheap. So
gotcha. The buttons are easy. I have extra buttons because I remember buying a bunch from Sanwa like a long time ago that I've just laying around somewhere. Just got to find them.
Oh man, that's the bottom of the barrel now. Oh,
they're fine.
Are you serious or no?
I'm not kidding.
Oh wow! Holy crap!
Yeah, they have advanced buttons.
Because I remember like we were going out of our way to get the Sanwa stuff when we were building our sticks.
Now they're cheap, clacky plastic. It's all about being like silent and smooth now.
Oh, I don't need them silent. I like them loud and clacky. I want my neighbors to hear when I'm playing.
You want them to know.
But I had to slum it, man. I had to play with a pad for like the past week, and that was something. Yeah. That was like rewiring my brain a bunch. I like the D-pad on the PS Pro controller, the 2. I was getting inputs out without a problem, so I did my placement matches with Luke, and I was like, okay. I still got into platinum. I'm like, okay, that wouldn't be that much worse than if I did with a stick probably at this point. And muscle memory kind of came back. That was my biggest worry. I was like, I don't remember how to do anything with these characters that I use, like Cammy and Luke. But no, it just took a little bit in the training room. I was like, oh, it's coming back to me. Yay.
Nice.
And I set it to Switch only for casual matches in training room, and there's definitely not as many people playing just on Switch. That's for sure.
I'm sure. Yeah,
that makes sense.
I was definitely waiting quite a bit, but I wanted it like that because I actually wanted to practice in the training room. When you throw it on like Xbox or you put crossplay on, I shouldn't say it because it's crossplay, but if you put crossplay on, like you're constantly getting challenged, so it's like you're not really practicing per se. You're just like kind of like waiting a couple seconds. Oh, new challenger. So, but yeah, I don't know if you had a chance to check it out, Jason. Do you have it on Switch too, or no?
No, I didn't get it yet. I'm still waiting at a sale, man, because it's like they're still not including like all the costumes and stages and shit. Yeah, it's typical Capcom bullshit. Yeah, it's
just the season 1, year 1 characters.
Dude, make a like director's cut or something, and it's going to include all that shit, man.
Well, that's kind of what this is.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the costumes. It has all the characters that they released in the first seasons, I guess, first year. But the costumes are definitely, you still have to buy those. Now, I think they're on sale. They're cheaper, but you still got to pay money for them. Like, it's kind of a pain in the ass.
The extra characters were DLC, like paid DLC, right? Or no?
They were, yeah. Okay. You bought
but you could get like type thing. Yeah, you could get like a DLC that you could buy all of them up front.
3. Right? Yeah, they'd come in like packs of 3, I think, Jade. Like so they'd be like they'd announce like 3 characters, and you could buy the pass for those 3, and you'd get them when they came out, or you could buy them individually. But another shitty thing about this though is because it is a game key card. This is really shitty, and I don't know why Capcom did this. The base game is the game key. All the extra characters is a downloadable code. So if you resell it, the person you're reselling it to doesn't get the additional stuff. They only get the base game. Yeah.
They'll have to buy it like
That was kind of scammy. I'm like, what the hell's up with that?
The whole key card thing is scammy.
I don't mind it, man. It's better than having a digital code in a box by a mile, because you can resell it. You can lend it to somebody.
I'll give you
not
that.
that bad.
I'll give you that. It certainly is better than that.
True.
But yeah.
But
I like it. I'm having a blast with it.
Good stuff.
What else have I been playing? Oh, I tried out Firebreak, FGC Firebreak, FBC Firebreak. That's
FGC.
Yeah, FGC. It's got FGC on the brain.
Yeah.
FBC Firebreak. It's that Control, first-person shooter. It takes place in the Control universe. It's on PS Plus and the Game Pass.
But this is not like done by Remedy proper, is it? Or
I think it is.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Because it looked like, I don't know. It's like it didn't look as good as some of their other stuff. So I was wondering.
I mean, it's got pretty graphics. It looks nice. Yeah, it's got a very Control aesthetic to it, like similar effects and stuff going on, like a bunch of particle effects and stuff.
Okay.
And you go in as a squad. It's PvE, and it's kind of class based. One person's like a fixer. One person like puts out fires and whatnot, and
they're called firefighters, Jeff.
Yeah, kind of. You're there to clean up the basically ground zero of what happens in like Control the first time. So it's like you're cleaning up the facilities, and there's like zombies and stuff, and you have different objectives to do, and depending on your class, you do them more quickly than one of the other characters can do. And you kind of have to work as a team. And we did a couple missions of that. I was playing with Fraser and another buddy of mine, Drowsy, and it was fun. It was nothing really stood out, and I think these days you kind of really do have to stand out in like the multiplayer market. And I don't think I would. It's definitely not something I will return to very often, unless it's with friends. But everything's more fun with friends. Like, it's just the way it is. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't amazing. It was just kind of a fun romp for an hour or two.
Sure.
And you can try them out if you have a subscription service. You have access to it. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. There's one cool level where you gotta blow up or burn a bunch of post-it notes that are all over the facility, and then you get to like post-it note monsters that come at you. They're all made of post-it notes. When you destroy them, they blow up into a bunch of paper.
That's pretty good.
It's got a lot of cool effects. And stuff.
I was watching the video, and I'm like, what was that? And that makes sense. No, yeah, there he is right there. It's like that. It just blows up into post-it notes. That's hilarious.
Yep. Yeah, and you get cool weapons. I mean, you get like a garden gnome and stuff, and like a teapot that like it's just kind of interesting, I guess. It's interesting in terms of like what they did with like weapons and stuff, and it's being PvE helps, so it's not super sweaty. It was a good time. I would definitely check it out and see if you like it, but I think they'll have to probably change up a bunch to get people to stick to it.
Sticky notes, yeah.
Sticky notes. And the other game I touched on a bunch of different games actually, but Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. I think I mentioned that last week. I picked it up on the sale, the eShop sale on Switch.
Okay.
So I played the first bit of that. One, I didn't realize that wasn't the game I thought it was. I thought it was the remake of Wonder Boy and Monster World, which that's Monster Trap or something like that. Dragon's Trap or something.
Dragon Trap. Yeah, I think the Dragon
Trap. I didn't realize
Monster Boy
this is a
and the
sequel
Dragon
to that. That is, yes, that's right. And this is a sequel to that is totally brand new. I did not know that. Not brand new. It came out in like 2018, but it's not a remake. Because I was wondering, I was playing, I'm like, this is really good for like, did they totally remake this? Like the animation, like, you know how when they usually remake an old game like that, it's just like a new coat of paint, but it still plays exactly like the old games do.
Yeah,
it just plays kind of modern. Have either of you guys tried this?
I haven't tried that. Cool. I haven't tried that one, no. But I have some of the Monster Boy games, yeah.
Gotcha. It's pretty cool. I didn't play too much of it, but it was like $5 or something. I can definitely get
they're fun little platformers.
Like little action platformer. You can turn into different creatures and stuff, and you slice things and platform and puzzle solve, and the art style is awesome. It's pretty cool.
I agree.
That's it though. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. You guys don't want to hear about my Fortnite escapades, so
I kind of do, Jeff. I'm not gonna lie. Did you get any new costumes?
I'm indifferent, so you guys can talk Fortnite. I'm fine.
I think I talked about that last week. So not since I'm saving some of my V-Bucks for something
I filled out my Street Fighter holes, as it were. Oh, gross! That sounds really bad. That's not what I was going for.
Rewind that, please, and reformat. Are we cutting that out? Let's cut that out.
Some gaps. No, that's not much better. But yeah, there was some stuff that I didn't have from the Street Fighter line of stuff, so that I got those. I got those. I'm trying to think of what else I got. Oh, I got something for Griffin. There's the this was a while ago though. This was not Bruno Mars. The Joker skin, the Batman who laughs. No, Joker, like Batman and Joker. So I've gotten him like all the Joker stuff so far, and this was something that I had not seen before, so I got him that one. Nice. Yeah. That's about it though. I think.
Still having fun with it though.
Yeah.
Playing duos and casual, definitely fun.
We're gonna get Chris on this. We're gonna make him use a bet, and he's gonna play Fortnite.
He's gonna play.
He's gonna be like, "Lose a pretty bet." Good.
That's a good way to make it so I never fucking gamble again. Just to be sure. It's like, you guys might not even be in the room. Not going to do it.
You'd have a good time.
Yeah. If you don't finish Death Stranding 1, you have to play Fortnite with us. Bam.
Oh, God. Well, that's one way to make sure I finish it.
See, that's a lose-lose for me, because I kind of want you to play Fortnite, and I also want you to beat Death Stranding, so I won't make that bet.
My interaction with Death Stranding is just so weird, because I was literally I was installing another game that's on my backlog list and ended up, let's give it a shot. And it's like, I haven't touched Plague Tale yet. So
yeah.
Good stuff.
What else?
What about you, Jason?
So I've had this game
hold on a second, guys.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about Death Stranding a little bit more next week.
Yeah.
Probably. But you know what we should do?
What's that?
We should probably give away a copy of Death Stranding 2.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Hey, can we do that? Can we do that?
I think we can.
Okay.
Do you want to know how you could do it, Chris? Because you don't have it yet.
I would love to know. Wait, can I enter our own contest? Like,
you cannot, Chris.
No.
God damn it.
I mean, you could make a burner account or something and do that, but that would be that
log
wouldn't
in
be
with
moral.
a different email or something.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be cool. But what you can do is, if you join our Discord, go into our thread for the Death Stranding 2 giveaway
thread. Yep.
Giveaway thread, and say, I demand Death Stranding 2. You get an entry.
I demand to be stranded.
I demand to be stranded. That's right. I said that in there, and I totally forgot about it. I demand to be stranded. You get one entry in the draw that we're going to do next episode.
Next show.
But if you happen to be a patron of ours, we have 2 tiers of Patreon, a $1 and a $3. If you happen to be a $1 patron, you get 2 entries into the draw. And if you are a $3 patron, you get 3 entries into the draw. So bigging up your chances of winning that copy of Death Stranding 2.
Doubling and tripling your chances.
Double and tripling, people would say.
Like it.
Math. That's how math works, I think.
Yeah.
That is how math works. Yes.
Yes, that's right. So yeah. Come on in here. You'll have up to a week to do that. You have up until, I think, on Thursday. We're gonna do the cutoff Thursday evening for the Patreon thing, just because we want to have those numbers kind of solidified to get all the proper entries. But you have up until that day to do it. So we'll know. We won't look at the Patreon until that day, so we'll know who has the 1 or 3. So, but anytime during the week up until then, you can come into the Discord, enter the draw, and have some fun.
Yeah.
Talk to the community. We're a small little community. Have a good time.
We're a tribe. We're powerful though.
We got good peoples.
We do.
Like us.
So yeah. So that's out of the way, guys. So Jason, sorry for interrupting you, bud. But
no problem. I was kind of trying to tee it up for you. Let's see. Beat 'em ups. I'm a big fan of beat 'em ups. This one particular. Yep. Wow. It's quickly becoming my favorite genre. I think.
Ooh,
like
are beat 'em ups your Metroidvania for me? Like, it was one of those things where it's all of a sudden you realized, you know what? I think this is my favorite genre.
Yeah. And well, I mean, fighters are definitely up there, but I think I have the most fun, I think, with beat 'em ups.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm trying like all the different ones that come out, and there's one particular one called Wendigo Blue. Wendigo, like the fantasy creature, that lives in the woods or whatever. This is done by I forgot the name of the developer, but they did Valdus Story like a little over 10 years ago. I was big on that. That was a Metroidvania, in fact, Chris, but it had like very Devil May Cry kind of combat to it. So it was a good blending of those two different genres. It's a little rough around the edges now today, but yeah, back in the day, it was pretty awesome. Regardless, that's the same company or same dude, I should say, or dudette. That it's the art style is very reminiscent. Anyway, the art style is pixel, animated stuff. It's highly detailed, and it's extremely deep as far as like the mechanics are concerned. In particular, like some of the like you can just extend combos like. Uh, an example combo is just like, okay, you hit them 4 times, they get knocked back, but you do like a dash attack to hit them a couple more times, and then do a launcher, then do a jump cancel, and then hit them a few times in the air. Grab them in the air. We're not done yet. Fucking Zuna drop them to the ground. They bounce up, so you get to hit. Oh god, it's astounding, and it's amazing. It feels so fucking good.
I watched the trailer you posted. It does look cool.
Yeah, me too. It's so rad. Oh,
yeah. God. The one thing I'm seeing a lot of is air combos. So that's right. That's
where air juggles.
That's a requirement for Jason's list.
If it's a Jason game, it more than likely has air juggles.
Either air juggles or shield throws. It's one of the two, or both.
Shield throws. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Shit, that's another genre. The shield throw genre. That should be a genre.
Is that just on PC?
That is only on PC. Yeah, it's the early access right now. I want to say it's like $15. But yeah, this came out of early access, or it came out.
It is
in early
$10, and it's currently $10 off. Yeah, 10% off. So there you go.
I want to say that it first got released to the public in like January or February or something like that. But I saw somebody post a combo trial, which is just funny to say.
In a beat 'em up?
In a beat 'em up, yeah.
Okay.
They have 10 levels of different, combo trials.
Wow.
And it was highly detailed. And I'm like, I need to try this for myself. So I started playing it a few days ago, and I've already got like 15 hours into it, I think.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of it because it's really good. There's a solid progression route to it as well. Like you're picking up all these like artifacts and like chunks of stuff while you're playing, like a multi tiered game, multi-pathed environment, I guess. And then you're picking up the different schematics that you can like unlock new weapons. So like between runs, you get to equip something different. And that's like, you get a plus to your attack, or you get like a whole new spell or something like that. So it's not just stats that they're boosting, but it's damn fine. And I'm totally going to keep my eyes on this. Like if I'm not playing this on the reg, I haven't been this like hooked on an early access game since Dead Cells.
I was going to say Dead Cells.
Yeah.
It's like,
Dead Cells was my game of the year before it even came out. And this is going to be on my top 10. I'm pretty sure, for as much as I'm enjoying it so far. But Wendigo Blue.
What do you think about that new Double Dragon Revive trailer that they dropped?
I'm cautiously optimistic still. It looks a little bit better. Like I like the foreground or in the background, like interactions.
Yeah, like the interaction stuff.
The environmental actions, where you get to like bash their head into a wall or something like that, or like throw them into the background for them to take additional damage. That seems kind of cool. I don't like the look of it so much. It looks
that's
really
my big issue.
Just
with
like horror. Oh man, yeah.
It looks very generically really 3D
Yes.
Beat 'em uppy.
Exactly. But for the as far as the combat is concerned, I'm seeing some good combo not trials, but just routes, I guess. It looks a little bit more than just a standard 3-hit combo kind of thing. So yeah, we'll see. I hope it's good, but it doesn't look like it so far. So it's gonna have to really work to impress me, I think. And other than that, Mario Kart, man. Shit. So
how far into that are you? Okay, yeah.
Oh my god. So I've got first in every race in the trials.
Like the cups?
Yeah, the cups. So that's first in every race. There's 4 races in a cup. So it's first in every one of those races. And that's 50 to 150 cc. So
you did all the tiers,
including all the 150 cc.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I haven't played Mario Kart a lot in a while, but I remember on Super NES 150 cc was rough. So that's awesome.
They upped it in the last Mario Kart. It went up to 200. Yeah, that was nuts. That was very cool. So now I'm working on Knockout Tour. That's been really tough to get first place in every iteration of every level of the race, I guess. So you can even finish in first place at the very end of it, but if you didn't get first place throughout the entire thing, you're not getting the maximum amount of stars or whatever. So and not only that, you can be racing for 10-15 minutes, be in first place the entire fucking time, and then just get completely neutered at the end of it. That's a little frustrating. So I don't know. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to stick with that. But there's the free roam stuff, which is mildly entertaining. I'm having some amount of fun with it. It just depends on how, what the challenge is for those P switches. If it's somewhat straightforward and I don't have to redo it a bunch of times, then I'm fine. But if it starts getting to 3 or 4 times where it's I'm getting real close, but I'm not able to just instantly restart this thing, I gotta wait 10 seconds for it to wind down, and then
no thanks, I don't want to.
It's not streamlined as far as that's concerned. So there's definitely better examples of that in other games. This is not one of them, but it's still a lot of fun. I'm getting into the route optimization and taking shortcuts and rails and stuff. I'm watching videos on that, so that's been really fun too.
Hit up the SRK forums for Mario Kart.
Yeah, pretty much. So the game's really good. I like it, and I'm not just liking it because it's the only fucking thing on the Switch right now. But
that's just coincidence.
One could make that argument. One could definitely make that argument.
Can we do also what the fuck, Nintendo? Why do they have a Donkey Kong Bonanza demo going on in kiosks and stores, but it's not there for us to play? Who people who actually own a Switch do?
They're milking it, man. They're milking it. They're stroking. They're filling up them Street Fighter holes. Oh God, yeah. They know exactly what they have on their hands.
They're filling up their own holes. That's for sure.
Yeah.
They are definitely smelling their own farts these days. That's guaranteed.
And enjoying it a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They've been eating right. So, good smelling farts. Good smelling farts. That's the name of the episode, I guess.
Good smelling farts.
There we go.
Delivering good smelling farts. There you go.
Yes. That's it for me.
Kojima does also sniff his own farts. So
exactly.
Does kind of work on both.
Yeah. Chris, what you been playing, man?
I don't have a lot to add. I am still plugging away, usually once a week, once every other week at Baldur's Gate 3. So I'm now at the part. I struggle with the spoiler conversation with Baldur's Gate, but I think we're past Like I'm not worried about spoiling side quests. So I'll put it that way. So I did pick up Karlach, and we went and took out those paladins that she's initially upset about, right? So that's where we're at. As soon as I got Karlach back to camp, I immediately, well, no, you get to level her up right away. And I made her the new subclass, which is the giant barbarian. So now she does extra damage when she throws things. And she fucking grows when she rages. So she's like just towering over everybody and just like knocking heads. So love that. But yeah, I want to see if I can find a weapon. I know they have at least one weapon where you can throw it and it comes right back to you. So I'm going to try and hook her up with that and just start.
They got a hamster for
advantage.
that, don't they?
They do have a hamster for that. Yes. Actually, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. Go, Boo!
Yeah.
Forgot about the hamster.
But yeah, still, God, that game is so goddamn good. But the only other thing, and this is like literally 20 minutes before we started recording, I jumped into the summer Steam sale and picked up a few games. One of them was Freedom Planet 2. I haven't played that yet, but I know I'm hearing a lot of good things about it from an actual platformer standpoint. So I'll get to that hopefully soon. But one of the members of the community brought up a game, Legend of Dark Witch, but it was the fourth game in the series. And the first two games in the series are on sale now for like $1.40 or something like that, like 80% off. It's like crazy. So I was like, I'll try it for that. This is an interesting little game. So I only got to play the first stage, and I say the first stage, but you can select any stage. It's very much it's very Mega Man-y that way. It's like you're basically selecting what boss you want to fight, right?
Yeah, explain the genre to me, because it just looks like some weeb shit to me. I don't know.
It's really hard to so think Mega Man.
Okay.
Throw in Gradius.
All right.
And the reason I say that is because there's a lot of, especially when you get to like the bosses, there's a lot of like, it's not necessarily bullet hell, but there's a lot of dodging bullets. But also you gather, I think they call it trace, like it's just TRES. And they're just like little stars. Every time you kill an enemy, you're collecting this. And as you collect it, it's power, it's filling up a meter at the bottom, and you can the more that you get, there's different levels, just like Gradius, where you would collect the little spheres, and then you activate it and you get a specific power up.
Yeah,
it's the same way. So like if you get to the first bar, it's a speed up. If you go to the second bar, it's called wings, and it essentially lets you float after you jump. And then if you get to the third bar, it'll power up your linear cannon. And then, there's a fourth and a fifth bar there, and I don't even know what they do yet. But so yeah, it's like a Mega Man, but the way you power up is actually like Gradius. So that was interesting to me. And then I for a second I thought, I was like, what am I playing, Sonic? Because as soon as you get hit, you lose all of it. It all just goes away. Like all the stars you've collected, they're just gone. And then you can, if you position yourself right, you can collect some of them back, just like you can with the rings in Sonic, but that's not all of them. So but yeah, it's very much, it feels very Mega Man with like this hint of Gradius in it, in the way that you get power-ups. I'm wondering, I haven't even beaten a boss yet, so I'm wondering what happens when you beat a boss, if you get like a permanent power up or something like that, or a new weapon type or something like that. So I'll probably play it a little bit more and let you guys know next week. But interesting little game.
You guys, well, I suppose Jeff hasn't, but you should, damn it. Pick up anything else on the Steam sale?
Chris? I just picked up those 3 games so far.
Just those 3 games? Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on a few things and really deciding whether or not I want to get it. V Rising is half off right now, and that's I know I hate that. Nope. I've been I know I say that I'm not a big fan of survival games, but
sure.
But when you have like a Castlevania overlay,
yeah, exactly.
it's hard to resist that,
right?
But yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff that's on sale. One of the Metroidvanias that you're real high on is on sale. The 9 Souls.
Yes.
So I'm eyeing that. There's still a few games that I'm eyeing right now.
Yeah, that game's really good too. Trying to think.
What about you?
I filled out speaking of filling holes, the Ska collection or the Ska Studios. The
I saw you post that in Discord.
Yeah, so I have these games multiple times and various other, but I didn't have like all of them on PC. So I finally just picked up like the last bit of one of them. I forgot which one it was.
And you did it by did they actually have a collection and you bought?
Yep.
That finished it up. Nice.
Yeah.
Can we just shout out for Steam for that? Like whenever they do like bundles or collections, it's like if you already have some of the games in those bundles, they just remove them with the price and they say, yeah, it's such a good model. I love it. I love it.
It's weird the way that the math worked out. It was actually cheaper for me to buy the bundle than it was for me to buy the game by itself, which was still on sale. Like granted, it was like 10 or 20 cents or something like that. But like it's funny how it worked out. So, other than that, I got the lossy scaling app, which lets you apply lossless scaling to games that might not necessarily support it. So I'm trying that out. Maybe I'll report back on that, but I haven't been able to play around with it just yet. But that was just a few bucks, so I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. That's been around a while and it's highly regarded, so may as well. Other than that, nice. Man, I'm flush with stuff. I don't need to be buying.
That's the thing. It's like I'm in the same boat. It's like that's why I haven't bought some of these others. It's like it was hard for me to pass up on the other three because they were all super cheap at that point. But V Rising is very tempting. It's right now it's $17.50. Nine Souls is about $20 right now. So
I could see that coming down even further down the line.
Nine Souls, because I like to. Yeah, I 50% is kind of like my sweet spot. I usually put things on if they're on my wish list. I'm usually waiting for them to come to 50% off, and then I start looking into buying them. So, I'll tell you what, there are two games that on my wish list that I'm really surprised that I haven't seen them discounted more yet. Do you guys remember the old PS2 Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance games?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, they have them on Steam now. Those. Yeah, they released them on Steam, and they have not come down less than like 30% off. So I've been sitting here staring at them, and they haven't. They came out in like 2021 or something like that, and I haven't seen them come down at all. So, not to 50% at least, I should say.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Steam sales are dangerous, man. I'll tell you what. All right. Let's see. Anything else we want to talk about today?
No, there's no news, but I did throw out a question very, very last minute. We have one reply, actually. I just threw out there, hey, what's everyone's impressions of Death Stranding 2? Because a lot of people were looking forward to it. My bad. When I realized there was no news we were going to be covering, I was like, oh, crap. What can we do here?
Stretch.
So Shveik, he let us know. He said, Death Stranding 2 is solid so far, only 3 hours in, but genuinely good stuff. It is more of the same, but so much more well thought out. From traversal to UI, everything is better. And that music, chef's kiss. Lou's presence is already extremely impactful to me, and I know it's going to be real with emotions down the road. That I build. Oh, the road that I build. I see what he did there. And then he put in spoiler parentheses, my game of the year so far after 3 hours. So he's liking it, seems.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Thanks, Fake.
Well, I do look forward to hearing more about it next week. Yeah. And then hopefully I'll be significantly further on the first game and we'll see what happens.
Definitely. Well, that is it. I think that might be a show.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please tell a few friends about us. Like, subscribe, and comments if you're on YouTube. Those things help us out a lot, and we appreciate them. Come hang out at the Discord if you're going to enter the contest. Please consider our Patreon as well. We have a $1 and a $3 entry point, and
Yeah.
both of those will get you 1 extra vote each. So
we decided to do that.
treat.
We've been meaning to do this for quite some time. Like, and we added the $1 tier kind of as a way of getting more people involved with the giveaways, I guess. So if you just want, to enter some cheap giveaways for $1 a month, that's not a bad way to go. Also, we kept the $3 tier, for people that do want to support us. We're talking about different ways that we can like offer additional incentives if you want to stick at that tier. So we're shaking stuff up a little bit, but I think all of us are just happy and proud that we're able to like do these giveaways, I think, and we're finally at a point now where it's like we're making a just enough, not quite enough to cover the
not quite enough. We're
not
slightly still in the red.
Yes.
Still in the red.
Yes, but every once in a while, we'll do a giveaway.
We want to do whenever there's a big game. We want to do big games
more often.
Yes, yeah. I'm sorry to cut you off. I just wanted
to that was really good. Thank you. I appreciate that. So with that, until next time, my name is Chris.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Play your games, and we'll talk to you next time.